Hello everyone, welcome to Mitchmatics. So in this tutorial I'm going to teach you how to plot a dot plot or a line plot. And so what a dot plot or line plot is, it's just a graphical way to represent a list of numbers or a data set, so we can visually see some characteristics about it. In this tutorial I'm only going to be showing you how to plot it. In the other tutorial I provide, I'm going to explain what we can recognize or what we can figure out from looking at one of these kinds of plots. So again, dot plot, it's also known as a line plot. And these are the steps right here, how to make one. So I have two data sets that I'm going to show you how to do. So first step when it comes to doing a dot plot or a line plot is you want to draw a number line. So when you have this list of data, you want to first make a number line for this data. And so I'm going to draw a number line. And I want to make sure that I label it appropriately for these numbers. So I see that all of these are positive numbers. So I'm going to start at 0. And I'm just going to count up to 5 because I see all the numbers go up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You may have to list the numbers in ascending order. And what that means is you want the numbers to increase from left to right. So if you notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it increases. So you want to try to get in the habit of listing your data in this order because it makes it so much easier when you're plotting your line plots. So now what I'm going to do is number 2, I labeled the number line. So you want to make sure you label it with all the numbers that you see here. If I had a 6 or 7, I would want to count to 7. And then the third thing you're going to do is you're going to place an X or an O to represent each value over the corresponding number. So what that means is every time I see 1, I'm going to put that many X's over where 1 is. Or a circle. It just depends on which one you're using. Commonly in our class, we're going to be using X's. So for the ones, I'm going to go to 1 and I'm going to represent an X. So I have 1, 1. So that's 1X. And I'm going to put it above the number. I have another one. I'm going to put another X. I have a third one. I'm going to put another X. Now I'm done with my ones. I just move on to my next numbers. I have 2 2's. So I'm going to put 2 X's here. 1, 2. Then I have one more. I have 3 2's. And then I have 1 3, so I'm going to put 1X. And then I have 2 4's. So I just draw my X's there. And then I have 2 5's. And that is how you're going to plot a line plot or a dot plot. That's exactly it. We call it a dot plot because sometimes you put a dot or a circle. But it's also called a line plot because if you notice, the X's make it kind of looks like, I like to think of it as the X's make a line going up and down. But you also can see that it's also a number line that you're using. So this is the first example, so let's do another example over here. So again, we're going to draw our number line. And I'm going to look at my numbers. So if your data is not ordered to where I have the lowest number to the left and the highest number to the right, I want to make sure I order it. So in this case, this one is ordered. So let's start at 6 and count to 10. So I'm going to start putting some lines first. And I'm going to start from here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So remember, you only want to place an X or an O or a dot, depends on how you're doing it, where you see the number in your data set. So even if, say, I had 11, if I don't have 11 in my data set, I'm not going to have any X's or dots or anything to put here. So it's only the points that you see in your data set that you're representing with the X's or the O's. So for this one, I have 3 6's. So I have 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put 3 X's. 1, 2, 3. And I kind of drew it a little too close to this, and that's okay. I have 2 7's. I'm going to put 2 X's above my 7's. I have 2 8's. I'm going to put 2 X's above my 8's. And then I have 1 9. So 1 above my 9. And then 1 10. And that's the first tutorial on how to do dot plots and line plots. And typically when you look at the line plot or dot plot, you can, you can figure out some important aspects of the data by just looking at the general shape of how the X's look. It's similar to a histogram, which we're going to be learning later. So this is your first tutorial on how to plot dot plots and line plots.